Hey, thanks for joining me this week. My name is Tess. I'm doing weight loss vlogs. This is week 29. Okay, so I'm 27 pounds down so far, which means I have 23 pounds to go to reach my 50-pound weight loss goal for this year. There are also 23 weeks left in the year. So I really got to kick it into gear. Like, if I'm going to take this seriously, we've had a little break, we've had our fun, time to get into action. This week, okay, so I really want to start bringing more exercise back in. I've been like no exercise the past couple of God knows how long. So I'm going to try to do a couple swims this week. That is the goal, to get in the pool at least twice. Here is today's breakfast. I've got some pretzels. Last cheese wheel only had one left, and then 2 peaches. The peaches are great. It is peak peach season. Okay, this looks crazier than it is. I've got it's like half a cup of cheese, I think, of Parmesan that I just poured the rest of the bag on. And then underneath, we've got the corn, beets, zucchini, and onions from last night, the leftovers. I'm having a mint melt-away bar. These are just another one of those fundraiser chocolates they sell. Having some more blueberries here for an afternoon snack. It's 4 p.m. Haven't put any of my calories in yet today, but hopefully I won't be too crazy because we're having steaks tonight. I have a rare treat today, which is a little bit of time just for me. So I'm using it to get some steps in. I'm walking along the river here. I'll show you how many I can get because I'm gonna make good on my promise to be more active this week. Check out the Milwaukee River today. The view is incredible. Just finished the walk, 1.98 miles. Not a very fast walk, but can't argue with better than nothing. Here is tonight's dinner. We've got steak, a little bit of broccoli, some cheesy caprese asparagus with tomatoes, and a little bit of Parmesan, macaroni and cheese. I'm having more macaroni. There we go. And then I'm told there's sorbet, so we'll see. Okay, my mom has raspberry and mango sorbet, so I'm gonna get myself just a taste, let's say. Here's my taste, by the way, and good night. Hey, it's Friday. I have a bone to pick with the Milwaukee County pools, okay? Listen, in the winter, which winter is not between June and August when the outside pools are open, in the winter, when it's only the inside pools, they offer lap swimming on Friday nights, Saturday mornings, and Sunday mornings. And if you're me and you have a job that you have to do all day, that's the only time you can go, right? But in the summer, they have the outdoor pools open, and so they have more play swim, but they don't have any of those times. They don't have night swim on Fridays at all at any of the pools, or on Saturday and Sunday, they don't have any lap swim, even though the pools are open. So I don't know how I'm gonna get my 2 pool visits in this week. I might have to look for some alternate pools. Breakfast this morning, I have 2 cut up peaches and one of these cherry Icelandic yogurts, 16 grams of protein in the yogurt. I am having a bunch of grapes, kind of like a mid-morning snack on the grapes here. Here is today's lunch. We've got 100 calories of pretzels, 130 calories of crackers, 1 whole cucumber, and some red pepper hummus, along with a mandarin sparkling water. Enjoying my afternoon with some mini Nilla wafers, or at least trying to enjoy my afternoon. I am skipping dinner a little bit. I'm gonna have it later, but skipping ahead to the hot chocolate. Put a little mint extract in your hot chocolate. If you haven't tried that, try it. It brings a whole new element. Having dinner here at my mom's house. She made a really nice Alfredo tortellini. So we've got in there, all mixed up, some of the vegetables and steak from yesterday, the leftovers. And then there's a Parmesan sauce, carrots, and a zucchini that I brought over from my garden. Okay, I'm having a little mini second serving. So second round, same thing. I am also having this bowl of strawberries. Good morning, it's Saturday. Saturday is my favorite day of the week, like most people, I think, who don't work on Saturdays. I pitted a bunch of cherries this morning. So starting the day off with a bunch of cherries, and then I think we're gonna go to the farmer's market. I'm having these string cheeses, so string cheese and cherries for breakfast today.
Mommy, I like pepper.
Here's what I got at the farmer's market. Spent $4 on a little thingy of tomatoes, $3 on some big old spring onions, and then $5 for the purple cauliflower. We're at a different frozen yogurt place today. This one's pretty much the same thing where I went over there and I got the, there it is, original tart. Mixed it with Oreos as I always do, but I should have gotten the bigger container if I was gonna take this much yogurt. Good evening. I am having, badly, I know it's bad, a bowl of mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese with some chili peppers. And that is tonight's dinner. How many cups do you think is in there? Two maybe? What do you think? 2 cups of macaroni? I don't know. I gotta start measuring this stuff. I am also gonna eat my farmer's market tomatoes. So at least that's healthy. I think I had a hair dye mishap. So the idea that I had was that I would just dye the bottom part black, but then the whole top part would stay the natural color. But a couple things happened. One is the black dye managed to make its way pretty far up the hair. The other is the dye won't wash out. It's totally stained my bathtub, my shower, my hands. I wore gloves and this is how it came out after aggressive washing. Luckily it's Saturday today, so I can see how it dries and just kind of analyze it a little bit, figure out what to do tomorrow before I have to go back to work. Here's my dinner part 2. We got a cucumber and some grapes. I'll have to put all the calories in, see how I did, but I feel like it wasn't too bad of a day. Good night, good night, good night. Okay, it's midnight 30. Can't sleep. Tummy's a rumbling, and I am having some chicken soup dumplings. You guys are always saying I don't eat enough protein, and that's why I'm hungry. Probably true, and I'm hungry. So, gonna try to have more protein tomorrow. It's Sunday. I'm trying to actually listen to you guys for once. I'm having 3 eggs, some sausage, and I'm gonna scramble it up with these onions I got at the farmer's market yesterday and a tomato, and that is gonna be breakfast. Oh, and I'll put some cheese in there too. You can't have a scramble, like an omelet type. See, I would say omelet, but I'm really bad at making omelets. I had to set expectations. Without some cheese. Put some cheese in there too. Okay, here's my scramble to fuel me up for my day and no hunger later. It's like 93 degrees out today, hot and muggy, and I'm having a hot chocolate, which I have been told is a crime. But I am in my mom's basement, which is, you know, marginally colder than, I suppose, the outside. So don't judge me too harshly, but here is my hot chocolate with whipped cream. Hey, I'm back with a not dietarily related update about my hair. So it could be worse. I washed it again and now it's completely dried, and you know, it's not the cutest look, but it's better than it potentially could be, and it should fade out over time because I use like a semi-permanent, the kind of direct dye that just sits on the hair. I'm going to get some frozen yogurt. I've had some really amazing time to myself the past few days, which never happens because my husband and the littlest one are out of town, and then my stepdaughter's at camp, so it's just me and one kid, and my mom's watching him right now, and I'm just going and taking myself out for ice cream. Here is today's creation. I skipped the Oreos for once, and I went with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and chocolate chips, and then I have the no sugar added yogurt underneath there. By the way, I'm surprised I haven't gotten any comments about this yet, so maybe this is just a Wisconsin thing. Maybe other people in other places don't worry about this, but colloquially, I think I'm saying that word right. That's a hard word. Colloquially, I refer to frozen yogurt, ice cream, and frozen custard all under the ice cream box. But I know there's rules about how much fat content and whatever to make one yogurt. Yogurt has cultures in it. Frozen custard has egg to be ice cream and not a dairy something. It has to have a certain amount of fat in it. McDonald's ice cream is not actually ice cream. Does anybody else actually care about that? Or is that only here in Wisconsin? I'm gonna use my cherry crusher. Prepare this little box of cherries. De-pit, de-stem them. I'm gonna eat a couple now and then bring the rest for lunch tomorrow. Ah, I dropped one. What I got in my hand here is basically the dregs of the raspberry harvest. The very late bloomers, the end. Now, the season is over. Although, I will say, looks like the blackberries are coming. We're gonna have a little bit of those soon. Although, the 2 girls love blackberries, so I'm not sure I'm even gonna get any of those. Just kidding, I found 2 that I deemed ready, so having those. Girls aren't here. One's in Mexico, the other's at camp. So I guess they're all mine. Cherries and yogurt for breakfast in the office this morning. These are the cherries that I pitted yesterday. And then here we've got these Icelandic vanilla yogurt, 15 grams of protein. You guys think I never listen, and you're mostly right. But I feel like I made a big step today. I came to Culver's. Instead of getting a kid's meal, I got 4 buffalo chicken tenders. That's it. No sides, no dessert. That's it. And yeah, there's been some chicken tenders inflation, you guys. It was like $8.50 for 4 tendies. It may be a slightly extended trip to Culver's. Look at that rain. Oh, thank God I got in here. Brutal. $8.50 for 4 measly chicken tenders. Ugh, 2026. And there's my dipping sauce. I'm getting old because my first thought is the plants really needed this. I know I foreshadowed this with all the rain, but it's okay. I'm just taking a little bit of an extended lunch. Don't tell my boss. Hanging out at Culver's, having this turtle ice cream. I'm back at work, dutifully working, and I'm having for an afternoon snack. We got some chips, pita chips, and red pepper hummus. I finally come to the pool, get some more laps in. It's crowded. The parking lot's full. I had to park on the street, so I don't know. Hopefully there will be a lane available, or at least one to share. I went 17 laps today. Nothing special, but proud of myself for showing up for myself, getting in the pool, taking the time, and be back for more. I'm a new woman with my protein. Here I've got 3 fried eggs, a little bit of verde sauce for some flavor. Still hungry, so here I'm with my stupid diet hack, the pickle. Hopefully this is my good night to you all. Hi, I'm having the rest of these cherries, and then I'm going to bed. Good night. Hey, it's 2:45 a.m. Can't sleep. Ugh. When I'm hungry, I can't go back to sleep when I wake up hungry. So anyway, I kind of scrounged around to see what was the best option I had, and I decided to go with a bowl of corn with a little bit of butter on it. Okay, now it's 3:45 a.m. and I feel like the very hungry caterpillar. Still hungry. So I've got 6 rice cakes. And then here I've got this little packet of tuna, hickory smoked flavor. So protein. Let's try this and then hopefully I'll be able to get back to sleep. Okay, here's a weird one. I'm doing some DIY horchata grits today. So I got my instant grits, I just microwaved them up. Have my last of the Trader Joe's rice puddings. And then I got some cinnamon, and I'm just gonna mix it all together and see how it comes out. They smell great, by the way. Cinnamon smells really good. It's more of a smell than a taste, in my opinion. Thoughts on that? Here is today's plate. We got the rice cakes, some seed crackers, hummus, tomatoes, and a cucumber. Come to the park. Gonna get some of my steps in. Let the kid play, do his thing. Annoyingly, my watch just gave me the 10% battery notice, so I don't know if I'll see exactly how much I walked today, but I'm gonna try to get 2 miles in. That's the goal. We're having a great time walking to frozen yogurt, watching this giant cargo train go by. Watch still going strong at 1.37 miles. The frozen yogurt place needs to have some kind of like loyalty program that I can join, because I am becoming a huge frozen yogurt girly. Okay, I got a couple little sample cups. I'm gonna try some samples of some different flavors. I went a little crazy with my samples, but here we've got chocolate, Dutch chocolate, Oreo, and cake batter flavor, which I'm pretty excited to try. I tried all those flavors, but then I went back to the old classic for me, which is the no sugar tart yogurt with a whole bunch of Oreos that I'm gonna mix in. On our way back to the car after frozen yogurt, 1.95. Watch is holding out, and so am I. Gonna get to the 2 miles. We're coming to the end of another week. Weigh in tonight, for better or for worse. Now, I said at the beginning of the week that I was gonna get to the pool twice, and I didn't do it. I only went once, so I'm fixing that, because I am a woman of my word. So tonight, I'm gonna go swimming again. And I've got a jam-packed busy day, but we're gonna just power through, get swimming, get to the weigh-in, and I'll see you around. Just starting the day with a bowl of blueberries. And I know, there's no protein. There's no protein. I brought myself to Chipotle for lunch. I went a little different today. I went no rice. So I'm trying to reduce my carbs, and I should have given up the tortilla, but I just didn't have it in me. So we got honey, chicken, peppers instead of rice, and then, you know, cheese, sour cream, guacamole, the usual suspects. So that is my burrito I'm gonna wrap up, and then this should be hopefully my extra for later. Okay, here are today's excuses as to why I have to eat the rest of the food instead of saving it for later. Number one, it is leaking. It would be hard to take it into work. I park kind of far away from work, and it would be hard to take it and put it in the fridge. Too hot today to leave it in the car. It'll go bad. Excuse number two, I guess excuse number two is just that there's no rice. It's really just veg and meat here, so it's not, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad to eat more. Not bad. It's good. It's good. I'm good. I'm behaving. I'm going back to work now, but I ate so much my stomach hurts. Why? It's completely self-inflicted. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll just have to sit with that, I guess. All right, it's another double fast food day. I did get the broccoli though. Came back to Culver's, got the kids meal with the buffalo chicken, got my apple juice, my broccoli, a little bit of ketchup, dip the chicken in, half caramel, half chocolate in my waffle cone, and no more food today. 10 minutes to go, and I've done 16 laps. I think I'm gonna do 3 more? 20 laps tonight. Back on the train, back on the swim train. So I'm supposed to be swimming 1.3 miles across this lake on Labor Day weekend. A little nervous about that since I'm doing about a half mile a time I swim. So it's gonna more than double my normal amount. So I don't know, maybe I gotta kick it into gear. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna do my Wednesday night weigh-in, but I feel like I wanna take a second to explain why I weigh myself at night, because I've been getting a lot of comments about this. Okay, so I know that it doesn't totally make sense, but here's my logic. My logic is that I weigh myself at the end of the week, and the week, it's like after everything I ate and all the exercise I did for the whole week. And my week goes Thursday morning to Wednesday night because January 1st was a Thursday this year. And that's just how I started counting. So Wednesday weigh-in, Wednesday night, after I've eaten everything I'm gonna eat for the day. All right, time to see where we're at. Last week was 181.8, and today, 183.2. Oh man. Okay, so obviously scale tonight, not where I wanted it to be. Want to be going in the other direction, not up. But there's 2 things that I'm proud of this week. One is I feel like I did a really good job adding in protein, just like having more protein in my diet. I mean, pretty much every other comment is like, have more protein, have more protein. So eventually I have to listen, right? So I feel like I did all right with that. And then the second thing is I was active. I did my 2 swims like I said I was going to. And I also went for at least 1 nice walk. So give myself points for that. Also, I was thinking about this while I was swimming today. So like, I know that I'm not on pace to lose the 50 pounds this year. Like that's clear, right? But think about how I would be doing, at least I was thinking about how I would be doing if I hadn't started this project at all. If I'd just been like, whatever, and continued everything the same as it was, I would probably be like, probably have gained like 5 pounds at least this year. So I'd be at like 215. And now I'm at 183. And I know that that's a lot healthier for me, and that I'm still moving, making changes. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for your support and for helping hold me accountable as I make these changes. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next week.